Hello, hello, hello. And so, moving into chapter 6. Hello, friends. Moving into Fin chapter 6, homework 1. Future value and present value of multiple uneven cash flows. So, there's more than one cash flow involved and they're not the same amount. All right, so let's go through. You plan to invest $1,000 today in a mutual fund. You will invest $2,000 in 1 year, $3,000 in 2 years, and $4,000 in 3 years. You hope to earn 7% per year on your investments. How much will be in the fund in 10 years? Okay, so let's go ahead and find the answer to this by using the formulas. So it says we're going to invest $1,000 today and it will earn 7% times 1.07, and that amount, that $1,000, will be invested for 10 years. Okay? Plus $2,000 times 1.07, and it will be invested for 9 years. Plus $3,000 times 1.07, and it will be invested for 8 years because it's going in 2 years. And then plus $4,000 times 1.07, and it's going in 3 years, so it will be invested for 7 years. Okay? And so when we add these all up, we get $17,221.75. So you have to find 1,000 times 1.07 raised to the 10th. So let's go ahead and do one of those. Let's clear the calculator out. 1,000 times, open paren, 1.07 yx10, close paren, equals. And that's 1967.15. Okay? And then 2,000, let's clear it out again, second clear. 2,000 times, open paren, 1.07 yx to the 9th, and that is 3676.92. And then we have 3,000, so let's clear it out again. 3,000 times, open paren, 1.07 yx to the 8th, close paren, equals, and we have 5154.56. And then let's clear it out one last time, and we have 4,000 times, open paren, 1.07 yx7, close paren, equals 6423.13. So now we're going to add these up. This plus this plus this plus this. So plus 5154.56 plus 3676.92 plus 1967.15 equals 17,221.76 actually. We were off by a penny. So there's number 1. All right. Everybody see that? Plan to invest $2,400 each year for 5 years into a mutual fund. You believe you can earn 8% per year on your investments. How much will you have in the fund in 30 years? So it's the same kind of question. So we're going to put in $2,400 right now. $2,400 times, we can earn 8%, 1.08 raised to the 30th, plus 2,400 times 1.08 raised to the 29th, because it's going in a year, plus 2,400 times 1.08 raised to the 28th, plus 2,400 times 1.08 raised to the 27th, plus 2,400 times 1.08 raised to the 26th. Okay, so that's our 5 payments. So let's find out how much they're going to be worth. Clear our calculator out. 2,400 times, open paren, 1.08 yx 30, close paren, equals 24,000. $150.38. All right, clear it out. We have 2,400 times, open paren, 1.08 yx 29, close paren, equals 22,361.46. And we have, let's clear it out again, 2,400 times, open paren, 1.08 yx 28, close paren, equals 20,705.06. Clear it out one more time. 2,400 times, open paren, 1.08 yx 27, close paren, 19,171.35. And then do it one more time. 2,400 times, open paren, 1.08 yx 26, close paren, equals 17,751.25. Now let's add up that, this, and this. All right, so let's clear our calculators out, and we have 24,150.38 plus 22,361.46 plus $20,705.06 plus 19,171.35 plus 17,751.25 equals, and we have $104,139.50. Let's make sure. Yep, matches up. We're good to go. Okay. This is the longhand way of doing it. I'll show you a shortcut in a bit. All right, let's move on to the next problem here. You're considering buying an office building. You project the operating income will be $150,000 in the first year, $225,000 in the second year, $300,000 in the third year, and $350,000 in the fourth year. You plan to sell it for $3 million at the end of the fourth year. If similar projects can earn a rate of return of 14%, what should you pay today for the building? So the first two problems were future value problems. Problem number 3 is a present value problem. Okay? So we're going to get $150,000 divided by 1.14 to the first, plus 225,000 divided by 1.14 to the second, plus 300,000 divided by 1.14 to the third plus 350,000 divided by 1.14 to the fourth plus 3 million divided by 1.14 to the fourth. Happens in the fourth year. So we'll need to find the present value of each of these. I'll do one for you. Actually, let's do this one. Let's find the present value of $300,000 to be received in 3 years with a discount rate of 14%. So 300,000 divided by, open paren, 1.14 yx3, close paren, equals, we should pay $202,202,491.45. So, if we go through and find the present value of each of these and add them up, we will come up with $2,490,670. Okay? Now, one of the things I want to point out to you is there are 5 cash flows. Okay? This is just another cash flow. This is the proceeds from the sale of the building. This is operating income from the building. They're both cash flows. All 5 of these are cash flows. Only 4 of them come from operating income. 1 of them comes from the sale of the building. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It's a cash flow. And even though this is the 5th cash flow, it happens in year 4. So in year 4, there are 2 cash flows that happen together. Okay? So you have to find the present value of each of the cash flows. Or you could add them up and find the present value. What we pay today for the building is the present value of the expected future cash flows. If we pay this, and we get this in 1 year, this in 2 years, this in 3 years, this in 4 years, and this in 4 years, we'll earn 14% per year for 4 years on our investment. If we pay more than this, we'll earn less than 14%. If we pay less than this, we'll earn more than 14%. If we pay this, and these cash flows are larger, we'll earn more than 14%. If we pay this, and these cash flows are smaller, we'll earn less than 14%. If we pay this, and these cash flows happen faster in less time than we expect, we'll earn more than 14%. If we pay this, and it takes longer to get these cash flows than we anticipate, we'll earn less than 14%. That's how it works. All right. Let's see. Question number 4. Moving on to question number 4. Hence, the value of an asset is the present value of expected future cash flows. Let's make sure this thing's still on. It is. Okay. You're thinking about buying a business. You plan to sell it to your son and daughter. The business is expected to generate income of $100,000 per year. The kids are starting in the 9th grade. They will finish college in 8 years. So 4 years in high school, 4 years in college. You expect to sell the business to them for $1 million when they graduate from college, assuming you need to earn 20% annually on this investment. What should you pay today for this business? Okay? And so we've got 10 cash flows of $100,000, 8 cash flows of $100,000 plus a 9th cash flow of $1 million. So this is just like question number 3. All right, so we can answer this question just like number 3, which means we would find the present value of each cash flow, okay? But there is an easier way to do this. So let's, there are actually two ways to do this, 3 ways to do this. They all involve the same thing, which is to find the present value of each cash flow. The question is, what is the easiest way to find the present value of the cash flows? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the $100,000 And that's what we call an annuity, because there are 8 cash flows of $100,000, okay? $100,000 a year for 8 years. So we're going to say $100,000 is a payment to ourselves, so it's a positive. And we're going to say 8 is the N. We're going to get 8 of those. And we're going to say that 20 is the IY. Now, compute present value. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Clear our calculator out. $100,000 is our payment. 8 is our N. 20 is our IY. Compute present value. And we get minus 383,716. Okay? So that's the present value of these payments. Now, let's find the present value of the $1 million that we're going to get at the end of the period. So that's going to be $1 million divided by 1.2 raised to the 8th. Let's find the present value of that. So clear our calculator out, and we have $1 million divided by, open paren, 1.2 yx 8 close paren, and we get 232,568. So we're going to add this and this plus 383,716, and we get $616,284. Okay? And that's the answer. What we should pay today is the present value of the $800,000 payments plus the present value of the $1 million payment. The present value. If we pay this and we get $100,000 a year for 8 years, and then at the end of the 8th year we also get $1 million, we will earn 20% per year on our investment. Okay? All right, now let's learn the other way to handle this problem using the cash flow function on our calculators. Does the same thing that we just did, only it's a little different technique or method for solving it. So let's clear it out. And I want you to hit the CF key, which is the second row down, second from the left. CF, okay? And it should say CF0 equals. If there are any numbers in there, here's what you need to do. Scroll, hit the down arrow on the top row, second from the right. Hit the down arrow 3 times. If there are any numbers in there, then you have to hit second, future value, second, CEC, and CEC again. And then hit your CF key. And hit your down arrow 3 times to make sure it's all cleared out. So if you hit your down arrow 3 times and just zeros come up, you're ready to rock and roll. All right. So CF0, cash flow at time 0, which is right now for this business, is 0. So you hit the enter key, down arrow. Then you hit 100,000, CO1, cash flow at the end of the first year, $100,000. Enter and down arrow, and it says FO1, the frequency of that payment of $100,000. How many times will we get $100,000? And the answer is 8 times, but in the last year we're not going to get $100,000. We're going to get $100,000 plus the $1 million. Okay, so the $100,000 actually happens 7 times. 7. Enter. Down arrow. Now it says CO2. Actually what it is that's CO8. cash flow in time 8, because we said FO1 is 7. It should say CO8. It's a flaw it's a bug in the programming of the calculator. So CO2 is actually CO8, cash flow in time 8, and that is going to be $1,100,000. Okay, enter, down arrow. FO2 is 1, so just hit that down arrow key again. Now we've entered all of our cash flows, and it's time to hit NPV. What is your, and it says I equals, what is your IY? And the answer is 20. That's 20%. Enter, down arrow, and compute. And you get 616,284. Okay? So again, let's write down these steps. So first you have to clear that calculator out. So hit CF, and then scroll down, and scroll down to make sure that everything is 0. Okay. Then hit CF and CF0 equals 0. Enter, down arrow. CO1 equals 100,000. Enter, down arrow. FO1 equals 7. Enter, down arrow. And CO2 equals 1,100,000. Enter, down arrow. FO2, just down arrow that, and hit NPV. I equals 20. Enter, down arrow, and compute. And there you have it. Okay, so let's clear our calculators out. Hit CF, scroll down 3 times, we're clear, we're good to go to the next problem. All right. All right, so we should be good to go. Now, we'll stop there and we'll pick up with homework number 2. Peace out. Shalom.